Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Tesla report for Friday, December 8th, 2023. But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. On with the charts. Big picture, work our way into the day itself. This is a weekly bar chart that goes back a year and a half or so. And just to backtrack a little bit, a couple of months ago, we closed below this rising channel bottom, a 10-month channel bottom roughly. There's now a 271.03, anticipating at the time this channel bottom, a 4 or 5-month channel bottom, there's now 173.17. After putting out that late October low, however, we have to form our trend-defining speed lines that are coming down. And that is presently at 203.15, well below the market. But when we put out the October low, we construct the speed line that is based in part on that October low. It held highs nicely for a week. We backed away. When we closed above that speed line, it set off a 3 to 5 week buy signal up to this descending channel resistance that is now at 257.82 to 263.43. That was a full 3, almost 4 weeks ago. 3 to 5 week buy signal into the upper 250s, low 260s remains in effect. And in fact, we should over the next week or two reach that upper 250s, low 260s, so long as we continue holding above the 235.95 channel bottom, a structure that has been tested quite a bit over the last week and has held nicely. It remains a 3-star weekly support level. In other words, can continue to contain selling pressures through next week, and above which we could actually quite easily, by the end of next week, reach our objective. 257.82 to 263.43, able to contain buying through January trade. We could fall off from here nicely back to some variation of this 212.22 channel structure within about 3 to 5 weeks of testing the upper 250s, low 260s. But I don't expect to see 212.22 unless we were to close today below 235.95. So 235.95 remains a meaningful pivot point into later December. Holding above 235.95 maintains a 1 to 2 week target in the 257.82 to 263.43. And inversely, a settlement today below 235.95 would then indicate 212.22 within 1 to 2 weeks. So if we close today below 235.95, you can play the short side of the market if your time horizon is 1 to 2 weeks out, where bottom picking can occur at 212.22 that may well last through all of January trade. Until then, tests of the 235.95 channel bottom allow you to reach perhaps for 260 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least, I would go 3 or 4 weeks out on that, even though realistically I think we're a week or two away from reaching it. If we close today below 235.95, I think if your time horizon is 1 to 2 weeks out, you should consider scratching those or liquidating those out of the money calls and instead reaching for 213, 215 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least 3 or 4 weeks. Once again, this is just a 1 to 2 week play to the downside. And that is sort of the structure that we've been articulating now for the last week or two. And in fact, let's talk upside today. We have this former rising channel bottom that has held nicely since closing below it about a week ago. It held especially well Tuesday. You could even make a case for Wednesday, and then we backed away. 253.97. Will we reach it today? It does become indicated if we push through 246.72, an intraday resistance area that's performed pretty well over the last few days, nothing more than the high settlement price from about a week and a half ago. You could draw a line across here, 246.72, able to contain intraday buying pressures. Once tested, we could fall back to 235.95. If we push through 246.72 today, 253.97 in reach, where a daily high can be made. And we are then just in very close reach of our objective at 257.82. If we close today above 253.97, which I don't think is likely, but if so, then on Monday we push into the significant zone of meaningful long-term resistance between 257.82 and 263.43, where once again profits can be taken on any long positions you may have entered. And you may have about 3 or 4 weeks ago when we had this buy signal anticipating this upper area as a 3 to 5 week buy signal. And you may have when we were testing this channel bottom over the last week at 235.95. Profits taken in the 257.82 to 263.43 region. Now for the downside, if we happen to break or open today below 235.95, 225.72 is in reach, and I think this is a good area for a daily low. But overall, as I mentioned earlier, if we close today below 235.95, we have a 1 to 2 week sell signal at 212.22, where we could bottom out through January and from here round back up into this band of channel resistance between 257.82 and 263.43 within 3 to 5 weeks of testing 212.22. Finally, and it's not going to happen today, but if over the next week or two we settle below 212.22, then we have a 3 to 5 week sell signal to this 173.72 channel bottom, a structure I mentioned at the beginning of this video. We were once anticipating when we settled below this 271.03 channel bottom, but we wound up closing above the speed line on the way up that triggered the 3 to 5 week buy signal in the upper 250s, low 260s. But I don't want to blur all this, make it a murky analysis. I just want to emphasize that if over the next couple of weeks we close below 212.22, we've got a 3 to 5 week sell signal to 173.72. In terms of your 3 to 5 week dynamic, in terms of executing trades that are good over the 3 to 5 week time frame, it really is either A, selling 257.82 to 263.43, or B, you can buy, as I said earlier, this 212.22 area where we could rally from there over the following 3 to 5 weeks back into the 257.82, 263.43. And finally, in terms of a 3 to 5 week sell signal or a sell opportunity, it is still 57.82 to 263.43 or a settlement below 212.22. And that does round the market south to 173.72 within 3 to 5 weeks, where we could bottom out by that point in time, possibly through all of Q1. I don't think there's really anything else that needs to be said. I will leave you with this image. Please click like, share, subscribe. We put out a couple of good stock picks this week. You can see them for free by signing up for wickedstocks.com. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's Tesla report. You have a great weekend.